Welcome to my demonstration of the grammar translation method. The grammar translation method is a traditional way to teach a foreign language. In a grammar translation class, students learn grammatical rules and then apply them by translating sentences between the target and native languages. In this demonstration, the target language is Spanish, and the native language is English. This demonstration would be for students in grades kindergarten or first grade. Students are learning about Little Red Riding Hood, and they are reading Little Red Riding Hood in Spanish, which is La Caperucita Roja. So right from the beginning, I can see the word cape in the word caperucita, and I would bring that to my students' attention. That cape in English looks like cape in Spanish. Something that's common with grammar translation study are word lists. So I've pulled some adjectives from the story and also some nouns. The adjectives that I selected are bonita, which means pretty, vieja, which means old, malo, which is bad, and then the nouns, I have niña, which means girl, abuela, which is grandmother, and lobo, wolf. Next, I would have a discussion in the student's target language, which is English, about nouns and adjectives. In Spanish, nouns can be feminine or masculine. And here on the board, I can look at these nouns, niña, abuela, and lobo, and determine which noun is feminine and which noun is masculine. If a noun ends with an A, it is feminine. And if it ends with an O, it's masculine. So niña and abuela are feminine nouns. Lobo is a masculine noun. Now, when it comes to adjectives, the adjectives that are used must match the noun. So for instance, if I have a feminine noun such as niña, I would need a feminine adjective, bonita. So both the noun and adjective end in A. So the same would be true for abuela. Abuela is a feminine noun, so it would have to be paired with a feminine adjective, which is vieja. It ends with an A. Lobo. That is a masculine noun because it ends with an O. And so I would need to pair it with a masculine adjective, malo. Okay, depending upon the noun, you can change the ending of adjectives. So if I did have a masculine noun, I wouldn't say bonita. I could change it to bonito, and so forth. Something else that's interesting about Spanish is that the adjective comes after the noun. So for instance, in English, we would say pretty girl. But in Spanish, it would be niña bonita. Okay, and the same would be true for the other words. In English, we would say old grandmother, but in Spanish, it would be abuela vieja. Okay, and then English, we would have bad wolf. In Spanish, it would be lobo malo.
afternoon, everyone.
And finally, I could give students a grammar activity such as this to practice what they've learned. I've written the noun and adjective combinations in English, and I would want the students to write them in Spanish. So pretty girl would be niña bonita in Spanish. Old grandmother, well, that's abuela vieja. Bad wolf, lobo malo. Additional exercises of a class using this method include translation of a literary passage, reading comprehension questions, antonym and synonym study, fill in the blanks, and deductive application of rule. The grammar translation method focuses on reading and writing, so a different method would also need to be included, such as the direct approach, for optimal results. The grammar translation method can be used across subject matter, grade levels, and proficiency levels, because all deal with grammar and translation in some form or another. Thank you for watching my demonstration.